Welcome to Fluent English Daily, the professional way to master the English.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Fluent English Daily. I'm Emily.
And I'm John. Hello. It is so nice to be here with you today. I hope you are feeling relaxed.
Me too. John, today we are talking about something very small, but actually it makes a big difference in how we sound.
I think I know what you mean. Are we talking about quantity?
Exactly. We are exploring the tricky rule of little versus a little.
They sound almost the same. Little, a little. Just one letter is different.
Right, but that one letter changes the whole feeling. One sounds negative and the other sounds positive.
Wow, really? I never thought about it like that. It is definitely one of those confusing English words for learners.
It is, but don't worry. We will make it simple and clear. So get comfortable and let's begin.
Smiling, actually. It is great to be back. I always feel better when we sit down to chat.
Me too, Emily. Me too. It is the best part of my day. Just talking, relaxing, and learning together.
Exactly. And today we have a very special topic. It is a small topic, but it is very important.
I see what you did there. A small topic?
Yes. Today we are talking about quantity. Specifically, we are talking about little versus a little.
Ah, yes. Little versus a little. These are very confusing English words for learners. They look almost the same.
They do. Only one letter is different, the letter A, but the meaning can be very different.
That is true. It changes the feeling of the sentence completely. One feels positive and the other feels, well, a bit sad.
That is a good way to describe it. Sad versus happy. Or maybe empty versus enough.
Right. So let's start with the happy one. Let's talk about a little.
Okay, a little. When I use a little, I feel like I have something. Not a lot, but some.
Exactly. Imagine we're drinking coffee because, we love coffee.
Yes, we do. We really do.
So imagine I ask you, Emily, do you want milk in your coffee?
And I say, yes, please, just a little.
Perfect. Just a little. This means you want some milk. You're asking for something. It's a positive request.
Right. I am not saying no. I am saying yes, but a small amount.
Aha. So a little implies existence. The milk is there. It's real.
It sounds polite, too. Can I have a little sugar? Can I have a little time?
Yes. Let's look at that word, time. This is where the little versus a little difference becomes very clear.
Okay, tell me about time.
Imagine you're working on a project and your boss asks, "Are you finished?"
Okay, and I am not finished yet.
If you say, "I need a little time," how does that sound?
I need a little time. It sounds okay. It sounds like I just need 5 or 10 minutes. It sounds manageable. It sounds like a solution.
Exactly. It's hopeful. I need a little time. You're asking for a small amount of time to finish.
Okay, I see. Now, what if I take away the A? What if I just use little?
Listen to this. I have little time.
Oh, wow. That sounds stressful.
It does, doesn't it?
Yes, I have little time. It sounds like I am rushing. It sounds like I do not have enough time.
Precisely. When we use little without a, it has a negative meaning. It means almost nothing. It suggests a problem.
So if I say, I have little patience for rude people.
That means you have almost zero patience. You are not happy with them.
But if I say, I have a little patience left.
Then you're still trying. You still have some patience remaining.
This is so interesting. Just one small letter changes the whole emotion.
It really does. This is why little or a little in daily English is so important to master. It helps you express your true feelings.
Let's try another example. Let's talk about money. Everyone worries about money sometimes.
True, money is a common topic for English quantity words.
Okay, scenario 1. I look in my wallet. I see $10. I want to buy a sandwich. The sandwich costs $8.
Okay, so you can buy it.
Yes, I can say I have a little money.
Yes, I have a little money. This is good news. You can eat lunch.
Yes, I am happy. I have a little money.
Now, scenario 2. You look in your wallet. You have 50 cents. The sandwich is still $8.
Oh no.
Now, what do you say?
I say I have little money.
Yes, I have little money. It means I do not have enough money. It's a complaint or a sad statement.
It feels very heavy. Little money.
It does. It feels like a lack of something, like something is missing.
I think this is why it is one of those confusing English words for learners, because in many languages, small is just small, but in English, the grammar changes the feeling.
Right, and native speakers use this all the time without thinking, but for learners, it takes practice.
Definitely. So here's a trick I use with my students. I tell them, a little is full, little is empty.
Oh, I like that. Can you explain that more?
Sure. Imagine a cup. If I say a little, there is some water in the cup. Maybe not full, but there is water. It's a positive cup.
A positive cup. I like that.
But if I say little, the cup is almost dry. Just a few drops. It's an empty cup.
That's a great visual. A adds something. Without A, you'd take it away.
Exactly.
You know, Emily, we can also use a little to be polite. We talked about being natural and polite at the beginning.
Oh, yes. This is very common in British and American culture. We do not like to be too direct sometimes.
Right. If something is bad, we don't want to say it's very bad. We soften it.
Can you give me an example?
Let's say I cooked dinner for you, and I put too much salt in the soup.
Oh, John, again.
Hypothetically, just imagine. So the soup is salty. You taste it. Do you say, John, this is salty?
No, that sounds a bit rude or too strong.
Right. So how do you use a little to be polite?
I would say, John, it's delicious, but it's a little salty.
See, that feels much better. You're softening the criticism.
It's a little salty. It sounds small. It sounds like a small problem, not a big disaster.
Exactly. We use this for everything. I'm a little tired. It's a little expensive. It's a little cold today.
Wait, John, can I say it's little cold?
No, that sounds wrong. Grammatically, when we use adjectives like cold or tired, we always use a little or a little bit.
Ah, good point. So for descriptions, always use a little.
Yes, I'm little tired sounds like a robot. Beep boop.
We don't want to sound like robots. We want to sound natural.
So I'm a little tired, she's a little angry. It makes the feeling softer.
This is such a useful tool for conversation. If you want to say no to a friend, you can use it.
Like if I invite you to a party?
Yes, and I don't want to go, I can say, I'm a little busy tonight.
That's very polite. It's better than saying, no, I'm busy.
Yes, no, I'm busy sounds angry. I'm a little busy sounds gentle.
It helps to keep the friendship safe.
Exactly. It's all about that connection.
You know, Emily, I was thinking about another word that works like this. Few and a few.
Oh, that's a good point. But that's for countable things, right? Things we can count, like apples or chairs.
Yes, but the rule is the same. A few is positive, few is negative.
But today, we're focusing just on little versus a little for uncountable things. Things like water, time, money, sugar, love.
Love, that's a nice one. I have a little love for this song.
Or there is little love between them. That means they do not like each other.
Wow, it really works for everything, even emotions.
Especially emotions. I have a little hope. That's a beautiful sentence.
It is. I have little hope. That's a tragic sentence.
It's amazing how English works. Simple words, big impact.
So, Emily, how do you recommend our listeners practice this? Because it's easy to understand, but hard to use.
That is true. I think they should start with the polite strategy. Start using a little with adjectives.
Like a little hungry or a little happy.
Yes, try to describe your day. Today I'm a little tired. This coffee is a little hot.
That's a safe way to start. It's hard to make a mistake there.
Exactly. And then try to listen. Listen to movies or podcasts. Listen for when people drop the A.
When they say there is little time or there is little chance.
Yes, when you hear that, notice the tone. Is the speaker happy or are they serious?
They will usually be serious because little is a serious word.
Right. A little is light and friendly. Little is serious and heavy.
That's a great summary. Light versus heavy.
I like that.
I hope this helps clear up these confusing English words for learners. It's a journey, step by step.
Yes, and remember, it's okay to make mistakes. If you say, I have little money when you're happy, people will still understand you. They might just think you're being dramatic.
I have little money. Woohoo! Yes, that would be funny.
Exactly. So don't worry too much. Just have a little fun with it.
I see what you did there again. Very good.
Thank you, John. Well, I think we've covered the basics of this topic nicely. How are you feeling about it?
I feel good. I feel like we explained the little versus a little difference clearly. I hope our friends listening feel the same.
I hope so too. It's all about practice, small steps.
So, for our next section, we're going to do something very practical. We're going to practice speaking together.
Yes, we have a speaking practice coming up. But first, take a moment. Maybe drink a little water. Stretch a little bit.
And relax. We'll be right back with more Fluent English Daily.
You know, John, listening to you talk about relaxing, it makes me think.
What are you thinking about, Emily?
I am thinking about how hard it is to relax when you are speaking a new language. You know, when you are learning English, sometimes you feel tense. You worry about making mistakes.
Oh, absolutely. I understand that feeling very well. Even now, sometimes I worry. It is natural. We want to be perfect.
Exactly. And do you know what makes me the most nervous? It is not the big words. Big words are easy to memorize. You learn them and you use them.
Right, like university or transportation.
Yes, those are clear. But the small words, the tiny words, those are the confusing ones. They change the meaning of a sentence completely. Today, I really want to talk about one of those tricky pairs. We are going to talk about little versus a little.
Ooh, that is a good topic. Little and a little. They look almost the same, just one letter is different, the letter A.
Yes, but the feeling is so different. Understanding the difference between little versus a little is a big step for fluency. It helps you sound polite and natural.
I agree. You know, Emily, when I hear students use these words, I can feel their struggle. They want to say something nice, but sometimes they use the wrong one, and it sounds, well, a bit sad.
Yes, sad. That is a good way to describe it. Or maybe a bit rude, even if they don't mean to be rude.
Exactly. It's one of those confusing English words for learners. You think it's just a small quantity, it doesn't matter, but it does matter.
It matters a lot. Imagine you're at a dinner party. You want to ask for more water. If you use the wrong word, you might sound unhappy.
Right. Or imagine talking about your free time. If you say, I have little time, it sounds like a complaint, like you're stressed.
Yes, but if you say, I have a little time, it sounds like an opportunity, like you are happy to have 5 minutes to chat.
Wow, it's amazing, isn't it? Just that small word a changes the emotion from negative to positive.
It really is amazing, and that is why we are here today. We want to help you understand the little versus a little difference so you can feel safe when you speak.
I like that word, safe. We want you to feel safe. You know, English grammar can feel like a test sometimes.
A scary test.
Yes, a scary test. But here, with us, it's not a test. We are just looking at how these words work in real life. We're looking at little or a little in daily English conversations.
Right. I want our listeners to take a deep breath right now. Can we do that?
That sounds like a great idea. Let's take a breath.
Okay. If you're listening and you have ever felt confused by English quantity words, I want you to know it's okay.
Yes, it's completely okay.
Many people make this mistake. It's one of the most common things we hear. You are not alone.
I remember when my friend from Italy was visiting, he asked for little sugar in his coffee. The waiter looked confused. The waiter thought he meant, I don't want sugar. But my friend actually wanted some sugar.
Oh no! So he got almost no sugar?
Exactly. He drank bitter coffee because he forgot the word a.
That is such a good example, John. It shows that this isn't just about grammar rules in a book. It's about getting what you want. It's about enjoying your coffee.
Precisely. It's about connection. When we use little versus a little correctly, we connect better with people. We show them our true feelings.
I think that's the hardest part about learning a language. You have a feeling inside your heart, but you can't get it out correctly because of a tiny grammar rule.
That's deep, Emily, but it's true. You feel frustration. You feel stuck.
Yes, frustration. And we want to take that frustration away. We want to replace it with confidence.
Confidence is key. When you know the difference, you can smile when you speak. You don't have to pause and worry.
And listeners, please remember, we are not judging you. If you say it wrong today, that's fine.
Absolutely fine. We learn by making mistakes.
I make mistakes all the time, John.
Really? You, Emily?
Oh yes, maybe not with little, but with other things. We're all learning. Life is a big classroom.
That is a beautiful thought. A big classroom. And we're all students sitting together.
Exactly. So let's get comfortable in our seats. Are you feeling ready to look at these words closely?
I am ready. I think our friends listening are ready too. They want to master these confusing English words for learners.
It's funny, isn't it? We use these words every single day. I'm a little tired. I have a little money. There is little hope.
Oh, little hope sounds very sad.
Oh, yes, it does. But a little hope sounds wonderful.
It does. It sounds like a beginning, like something good is coming.
And something good is coming. We are going to explain exactly how to use these. We will give you simple rules. No big, difficult explanations, just simple rules for daily life.
That's what we promise. Simple, clear, and calm.
So, if you're driving or cooking or just walking, stay with us. Don't worry about the grammar books right now. Just listen to our voices.
Yes, just listen. Let the English flow into your ears.
Think about the difference between having nothing and having something. That's the secret we are going to explore.
Nothing versus something. That's a good hint, Emily.
I tried to give a little hint.
Aha, I heard it. You said a little.
I did. I couldn't help it. It's natural.
See, it's everywhere.
Okay, John, I think we're ready. The listeners are relaxed, we are connected, and we are ready to solve this puzzle.
Let's do it. Let's solve the mystery of little versus a little.
Great. Let's move on to the next part. We will look at the rules clearly. To understand the feeling behind words, sometimes we learn the grammar, but we miss the feeling. Do you know what I mean, John?
Yes, I do. I think I know exactly what you mean. You can say a sentence perfectly, but the emotion is wrong.
Exactly. And I was thinking about our topic today. It is such a perfect example of this. We are talking about little versus a little.
Ah, yes. It sounds so simple, doesn't it? Just one small word, the letter A.
Right, it is just one letter. But for our listeners, this is one of the most confusing English words for learners. It changes everything.
It really does. So let's take a moment. Let's really look at this little versus a little difference. We want you to sound natural.
Let's start with the happy one. Let's start with a little.
I like that idea. Start with the positive.
When we say a little, we mean some. It is a small amount, but it is enough. It feels good. It feels positive.
Right. So imagine I am thirsty. I look in my water bottle. I see some water there. I can say, oh good, I have a little water left.
Exactly. You are happy, you have something to drink. A little means distinct existence. It is there. It is helpful.
I see. So if I ask you, Emily, do you speak French?
I can say, I speak a little French. This means I can say hello and thank you. I can communicate. It is a good thing.
That is a great example. You're telling me, yes, I have some skill.
Now, let's take away the A. Let's just use the word little.
Little. This word feels different. It feels heavier?
Yes. When we use little without A, the feeling changes completely. It becomes negative. It means not much or almost nothing.
Oh, I see. So let's go back to my water bottle.
Okay.
If I look inside and it is almost empty, just 1 or 2 drops, I would say I have little water.
Right. And the feeling is, I have a problem. You are worried. You might be thirsty soon.
Aha. So I have a little water is good news. I have little water is bad news.
Exactly. That is the big secret of English quantity words. It's not just about the number, it's about your opinion. Are you happy about the amount, or are you sad about it?
This is so important for little or a little in daily English. Let's try another situation. What about time?
Oh, time is a perfect example. We are always busy.
Yes, we are. So imagine we're at a train station. The train leaves in 10 minutes. Is that a lot of time?
Well, not really. But if we want to buy a coffee, 10 minutes is enough. So I smile and say, "Don't worry, John. We have a little time."
I feel relaxed then. We have a little time. We can get coffee. Nice.
But imagine the train leaves in 1 minute and the coffee shop is far away.
Oh no, then I am stressed.
Yes, you look at your watch and say, "Hurry, we have little time."
We have little time. Yes, that feels urgent. It means we do not have enough time.
See, the amount of time might be small in both cases, but your feeling changes.
Wow, this really is one of those confusing English words for learners. It is so subtle.
It is, and using it correctly makes you sound so much more polite and natural.
I have a question, Emily.
Go ahead.
What about money? I think this is common with money.
Oh, definitely. Let's say you want to buy a sandwich. The sandwich is $5. You check your pocket.
Okay, I check my pocket.
If you have $10, you are fine. You have a small amount, but it is enough. So you say, "I have a little money."
Yes, I can buy lunch. Nice.
But what if you only have $1? The sandwich is $5.
Then I cannot buy it. I am sad. I say, I have little money.
Perfect. You sound very natural, John.
Thank you. It helps to think about the emotion. A little is sunny. Little is cloudy.
I love that description. A little is sunny, little is cloudy. That's a great way to remember the little versus a little difference.
You know, Emily, I think listeners often worry about making mistakes with this.
I'm sure they do, but please don't worry. Even if you make a mistake, people will understand you. We're just helping you refine your style.
Right. We want you to feel comfortable. That's why we're here, to practice these English quantity words slowly.
Let's do one more quick check. Imagine hope. Hope is a beautiful thing.
Yes, we always need hope.
If the situation is very bad and you feel like giving up, you might say, there is little hope.
That sounds very sad. Little hope. Almost zero hope.
But if you see a small chance, just one small chance to succeed,
Then I say, there is a little hope.
yes, and suddenly the sentence feels optimistic. There is a little hope. It feels like a light in the dark.
It's amazing how one letter changes the whole picture.
It really is. I hope this mini review helps you understand little or a little in daily English a bit better.
I think it will. It helps me too. It's good to remember these things.
Before we move on, I have a small request for our listeners.
What is that?
I want our listeners to try using these words today, just once. Look at your coffee cup. Do you have a little coffee left, or do you have little coffee left?
Describe your world. It's good practice.
And if you're enjoying this slow, calm way of learning, please remember to subscribe to our podcast. It helps us spend a little time with you every day.
See what you did there? Very nice.
Thank you. We love being here with you. Now, John, speaking of a little practice, shall we try something else?
I'm ready. What's next?
Well, we talked about quantity, but I want to talk about how we use these words to be polite when we give bad news.
Oh, that's very useful. Being polite is so important.
Exactly, John. You know the feeling. It is that feeling of connection. And that is why we are here today, to connect with the language and to connect with you.
Yes, connection is everything. I am ready to practice if you are, Emily. I want to feel the difference between these words.
Wonderful. Let's do it together. We're going to try a technique called shadowing. This is very good for confusing English words for learners. I will say a sentence, and then John, you repeat it. And to our listeners, please repeat it with John. Are you ready?
I am ready. I am listening.
Okay, let's start with something positive. We want to be polite. Imagine you are at a cafe. You want some milk in your coffee, but not a lot, just a small amount. Listen to my voice. I would like a little milk, please.
I would like a little milk, please.
That was perfect. Let's try it one more time. Really feel the word It feels open. It feels like you are asking for something nice. I would like a little milk.
I would like a little milk.
Good. How does that feel, John?
It feels polite. It feels safe. It sounds like I am happy to have the milk.
Exactly. That is the secret of English quantity words. Now let's change it. Let's take away the This is the big little versus a little difference. Listen carefully to the tone. I have little milk.
I have little milk.
Yes. Do you hear the change? It sounds sadder. It sounds like a problem. It means not enough.
Wow, it is so different. When I say a little milk, I'm happy. When I say little milk, I'm worried. I need to go to the store.
Exactly. You need to go to the store. That is the power of one small letter. Let's try another one. This one is about little or a little in daily English. Let's talk about time.
Oh, time is important. Everyone talks about time.
Yes. Imagine you see a friend on the street. You are happy to see them. You want to talk. You say, I have a little time. Let's talk.
I have a little time. Let's talk.
Very good. You sound relaxed. You sound friendly.
I feel friendly. I have a little time.
Now, imagine you are late for work. You are stressed. You are running. You say, sorry, I have little time.
Sorry, I have little time.
Aha, I felt that stress. You sounded very busy.
I felt stressed too. It's amazing. Just removing the word changes the whole feeling. I have a little time is a gift. I have little time is a complaint.
That is beautifully said, John. It is a gift versus a complaint. This is why little versus a little is so tricky, but if you remember the feeling, it becomes easier.
So, a little is positive. It means some. And little is negative. It means almost nothing.
Perfect. You've got it. Let's do one last practice. This one is about hope.
Ooh, hope. That's a strong word.
It is. Listen to this. There is a little hope.
There is a little hope.
Yes, that feels good. It means there's a chance. Everything might be okay.
It feels warm. There is a little hope.
Now the other one. There is little hope.
There is little hope.
That's heavy.
Yeah, that feels very heavy. It feels like the end.
It does. So when you're speaking, be very careful. If you want to give hope or time or help, use a little. It's a small word, but it carries a lot of light.
I will remember that. I want to bring light to my conversations.
Me too, John. Me too. Well, that was a wonderful practice session. I hope our listeners were repeating with us.
I hope so too. It feels good to say these words out loud. It helps them stick in your mind.
It really does. Now, take a moment to rest your voice. We've practiced the feeling and the sound. Next, we're going to look at a few more specific situations where we use these words every day.
That sounds great. I'm ready for more examples. Yes, connecting is everything. That feeling of safety is what we want for you. And now we want to hear from you. It is time for our question of the day.
Oh, I love this part. It is my favorite way to learn about our listeners. So, John, what is the question for today?
Today, we are thinking about positive feelings and quantity. We are using our primary idea, little versus a little. So, here is the question. What gives you a little happiness in your day?
What gives you a little happiness? That is a beautiful question. Not a huge, big thing, just a little happiness.
Exactly. We want to know about the small things. This helps you practice the little versus a little difference. Remember, a little is positive. It means you have some happiness.
I see. Can you give us some examples? I think 5 examples would be perfect to help everyone understand.
Of course. Here are 5 ways to answer. Example number 1. Drinking a warm cup of coffee gives me a little happiness.
That sounds lovely, especially in the morning. Example number 2?
Number 2. Taking a short walk in the park gives me a little happiness.
Yes, fresh air is so important. What about number 3?
Number 3. Reading a good book for 10 minutes gives me a little happiness.
Only 10 minutes?
Even a little time reading is good. Okay, number 4. Listening to soft music gives me a little happiness.
I do that every evening to relax. And the last one?
Number 5. Cooking a simple meal gives me a little happiness.
Perfect. These are simple things, but they matter. These English quantity words can change how we feel about our day.
They really do. So, please tell us in the comments, what gives you a little happiness? Try to write a full sentence using a little.
We cannot wait to read your answers. It helps us feel close to you. Don't worry about being perfect, just try.
Now, let's keep this calm feeling going. We have one more special thought to share before we finish today.
Well, friends, we are coming to the end of our time today. It was so lovely to share this quiet moment with you.
Yes, it really was. Time goes so fast when we are together. But before we say goodbye, let's just remember the feeling of today's lesson.
Right. Remember that the choice between little versus a little is not just about grammar rules. It is about your attitude. A little is open and positive. Little feels more closed.
Exactly. These English quantity words can be confusing, but do not worry. Just listen. Try to hear the little versus a little difference in movies or conversations this week.
And please be patient with yourself. Using little or a little in daily English will become natural soon. Small steps are very important.
We are so proud of you for showing up today. Take care of yourself.
Have a peaceful day. See you next time.
Goodbye, everyone.